Hill, or as he prefers to be known professionally, Luke Dude, is an artist, illustrator, cartoonist, and graphic designer with autism. He earned his associate's degree in interactive design and game development from Hagerstown Community College in 2022. Since then, he has volunteered his skills and worked on freelance projects while pursuing steady employment. He recently illustrated Fish On, book one in a series of fun and educational books called Carolina's Wild Adventures. Stories to inspire youth to put down their screens and go outside. He is currently crafting illustrations for the second book called Buck Fever. Luke Dude's ultimate goal is to love God and love others, and be the person he was designed to be. Take it away, Luke.
Right off the bat, I'd like to say that time flies. Let's take a trip down a memory lane, shall we? 8 years ago, I said I was writing and illustrating an idiom book. If you don't already know, an idiom is a word or figure of speech that means something that doesn't quite exactly match up with the words themselves. My autism made me take the words literally, so I use art to help me understand the meaning of idioms. Well, I may have bitten off more than I can chew when I started college. I thought I could wing it and do both at the same time, but it wasn't a piece of cake or easy as pie. And with my back up against the wall, I had to focus on my studies. As you might guess, my idiom book went off the rails. I haven't been sitting on my hands though, and it's still a work in progress. I already have enough images for the first book and hope to publish that soon. Hi, my name is Luke Hill, but I like to be called by my artist name, Luke Dude. When I last talked in 2018, I had just graduated from Washington County Technical High School's Multimedia and Graphic Design program and was about to enter Hagerstown Community College's Simulation and Digital Entertainment program. In 2022, I graduated with honors from HCC with an Associate of Applied Science degree in Interactive Design and Game Development. I had great instructors there, and I received the Professionalism Award from the Technology and Computer Studies Division. Since then, I had not been able to get a steady job, so I've been working on my idiom book and freelancing as an illustrator and graphic designer, and also volunteering as an artist for various local projects at church, and for a while at our local Discovery station. I have also created some graphics for Young Life Capernaum to help promote their meetings on Facebook. Young Life Capernaum is a Christian social group for those with special needs. I used my copyrighted characters, Ock the Sock, the Crazy Gourds, Deputies Al Dente and Pete, Detective Canine, or Raoul E in my idiom book and in other projects whenever I can. Anyway, I didn't get much done on my book as it kept getting put on the back burner while I was in college or later when freelance projects came up. In 2022, I created my first 2 commissioned art pieces, one being a t-shirt for Warehouse Cinemas. The theme was movies together, using some of my copyrighted characters, and the rest being characters they wanted included on the shirt. It is still exciting for me to see people wearing that shirt. It is also nice when people recognize me as the artist. The second was a motivational poster for Horizon Goodwill Industries, which they still use in their eternal publications. Matter of fact, some friends told my mom and dad that they saw the illustration in an ad being played on a TV screen loop at the Goodwill store. Mom and Dad drove over to the store just to see it for themselves. Some of my other freelance projects have included creating logos, business cards, and miscellaneous artwork for different businesses. Buddy's Self-Defense, Out on a Limb Tree Services, At a Pup Dog and Puppy Training, Oasis Community Support Services, and Harry Potter Pet Grooming Services, to name a few. I am also on the board as the autistic representative for Oasis Community Support Services. It is a nonprofit currently going through the hoops to be an approved service provider in Maryland. The mission of Oasis is to empower individuals with special needs and developmental disabilities to be citizens who participate in the community at their maximum potential. I like the idea that they want to help people like me live more independently. In the autumn of 2024, the Western Maryland Consortium connected me with Caroline Hutchinson, owner of Medina Media Productions, to work temporarily as a graphic designer. I started in late 2024 by drawing holiday-themed cards to send to her clients and artwork for their social media and business websites. In early 2025, after the Christmas and New Year break, Caroline finished writing her first book in a series called Carolina's Wild Adventures, and she wanted me to illustrate it. That book, Fish On, is about fishing, addresses conservation, and seeks to get young people interested in outdoor activities. It even introduces using a trail camera. It's available now on Amazon. Just search on Amazon for Luke Dude and Fish On, and you will find it. The next book in the series is Buck Fever, which teaches responsible deer hunting and continues with the themes of conservation and respecting creation. I hope to finish the illustrations for Buck Fever in the near future. I would really like to get these books in Washington County's elementary school libraries, and maybe even all of Maryland. I'd like to think that the books with my illustrations would inspire other kids with autism to pursue their own dreams. Next, and as soon as possible, I would like to find my crow. If you've ever seen the animated movie, Secret of NIMH, you will know what I mean. I want to meet and marry my quirky soulmate and live life together, drawing, playing, loving each other, and most importantly to me, loving God together. And maybe have kids while my parents are still alive to see them. I just want to be who God designed me to be, and I don't want to do that alone. I'm also hoping to get a steady job. So far, my freelancing work is not enough to support a family. Meanwhile, I keep doing the next thing to move forward, working to improve my art skills and my life skills, and making friends and connections along the way. I learned a lot about what's required with illustrating a book by working on the Carolina's Wild Adventures series, and have updated my idiom book illustrations to get them ready for publication. I've also tweaked the pictures because I'm a better artist now than when I started. So to wrap this thing up, I do want to give several thanks to many people that supported me throughout the years. Those include my mom and dad, our whole family, friends, my former prep professionals, my doctors, my former therapists, High Rock founder Rich Stockridge, and artists that inspired me, such as Peter Cooper, Tom Richmond, Tom and Tony Bancroft, Ron Wilson, and most importantly to me, major thanks to God, who has answered many of our prayers. My journey began several years ago, and it still continues. I keep reminding myself that even though some things may seem impossible at the start, it's important to have faith, not give up, and just keep moving forward. And when I look back, I realize it has also been a great adventure. Thank you all, and God bless.